Duitama, known as the Pearl of Boyaca, is a city of about 130,000 in the department of Boyaca, and is the capital of the Tundama province. Duitama is located 240 kilometers northeast of Bogotá, the capital city of Colombia, and 50 kilometers northeast of Tunja, the capital of Boyacá. Duitama has existed since pre-Columbian times, when the Muisca inhabited the hills surrounding a former lake in the valley. The original name of Duitama was Tundama, named after Cacique Tundama, a powerful lord of the area that received tribute from other towns in the area. The name of Duitama means "to me the tribute" in Muiscabun, the Muisca language. Duitama in the times before the Spanish conquest was called Tundama. Before the conquest, the Muisca were organized in a loose Muisca confederation. The confederation was composed of four main political and religious leaders. From south to north, the Zipa, based in Bacata, the Zaque of Hunza, the Iraque of Sugamushi, and the Tundama. In 1536, the Spanish conquistador Gonzalo Jimenez de Quesada set foot from the Caribbean coastal city of Santa Marta towards the inner highlands of then unexplored Colombia, with an army of 800 men. After conquering the southern areas of the Muisca, accessed from the shores of the Magdalena River, he and a reduced number of troops marched towards the northern Muisca territories. He first submitted Hunza, the seat of the Zaque, and in September of 1537 he arrived in Sugamushi, the sacred city of the sun, where his soldiers burned the Sun Temple. The cacique Tundama heard about the invading foreigners and tried to win time while hiding his treasures from the Spanish. One of his men proposed to surrender to the soldiers armed with superior weapons, and Tundama cut off his ears and left hand for even proposing the idea of surrendering to the Spanish. The cacique Tundama initially attacked Gonzalo Jimenez de Quesada, who was nearly killed in Bonza on his way back from Sogamoso. While the rest of the Muisca domains submitted, and even the Panches and Guanes, Tundama continued defiant. A year later, on December 15, 1539, he faced Captain Baltazar Maldonado in battle, who had, in addition to his men, some 2,000 allied Yaconas from Peru. In the swampy plains of Duitama, with about 10,000 soldiers, Tundama entrenched himself within his territory, which looked like islands surrounded by small lagoons. This military fortress nullified the advantage of the Spanish cavalry. He resisted for several days, losing over 4,000 men, and others deserting the battlefield. But still, he held firm to his position. The Spaniards were able to communicate directly with him and tried to intimidate him, but Tundama stated that he wanted to kill them and his horses to make offerings to his wives. Several days later, a peace treaty was offered to him, but he rejected it, reminding them that they had killed the Zipas and Zaques. He resisted for about 15 days and caused huge casualties to the Spanish and their allies, until a cavalry charge finally destroyed one of their fortresses by opening a breach. The Spanish took Duitama and finally captured Tundama, who was hammered to death by the same Captain Maldonado. In the conquest, there was an immense decrease in the population due to the death in combat and others fleeing the area, after having been subjected to humiliating treatment by the Spanish. The abandonment of the fertile lands by the indigenous attracted the immediate occupation of the conquerors, who began an urban planning according to the regulations issued by the Spanish crown. Duitama was founded as an encomienda in the year 1539, and its encomendero was Baltasar Maldonado. During the colonial period of the newly established state, New Kingdom of Granada, Duitama was converted to Catholicism by friars of Santo Domingo, arriving in 1556. They held their positions until 1775. Compulsory military service was established for the first time in Duitama by order of the liberator Simón Bolívar in 1819, the year in which Duitama was also established as a municipality. 8 kilometers away is the Pantano de Vargas, where one of the largest battles over the Spanish army took place, before Simón Bolívar liberated the later state of Gran Colombia from the Spanish rule. The city is famous for its fruit orchards of apples, pears, peaches, corubas, and plums. Duitama also harvests potato, wheat, corn, beans, barley, and vegetables. Duitama was an agricultural community that grew after the installation of the train station in 1923 and the connection with the Colombian capital via highway. From 1950 onwards, the city hosted more industry, mainly with regard to educational, commercial, industrial transport, and service activities. Factories and industries such as Paz del Rio, Coca-Cola, Postabon Lux, Cementos Boyaca, Siderúrgica de Boyaca, Metalúrgica, Sofasa, Termopaipa, mines, and others generated jobs and displaced rural residents to the urban area of the city. It is now one of the most important land transportation ports in eastern Colombia, located on several main roads in the region, which makes it a strategic point for the provision of services and the development of industrial and commercial activities in the region of the country. With only 3.36% of the population having unsatisfied basic needs, this places Duitama as one of the cities with the highest quality of life at the national level. In 1995, Duitama was the second city in Latin America to host the UCI Road World Cycling Championships. At least 5 professional cyclists are from Duitama. The touristic village Pueblito Boyacense is a popular destination in Duitama. The village is composed of colonial houses that have been constructed in the style of various towns of Boyaca. Duitama, which is situated in the Andes, has many beautiful trails that can be hiked. Coming up on the channel will be videos of the Pueblito Boyacense and of Duitama's Sendero Raizal hike. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I have, in addition to the upcoming videos of things you can do in Duitama, I have many other videos of Boyaca that are linked in a playlist in the description for this video. And if you enjoyed this video, please click the like button and or leave a comment letting me know what you thought about the video. Like I mentioned, there are a lot more videos of Boyaca that I've made that you can find in the description below this video. There's also a link to another playlist of the time that I bicycled through Colombia, which was part of a larger trip bicycling through Latin America. I've also bicycled through Eastern Africa and Central and Eastern Europe, and I have playlists for all those countries that I've bicycled through available on this very same YouTube channel, Hum of the Earth. Alternatively, if you'd like to see an interactive map of everywhere that I went and everything that I got to see and do, I have that map available over on my website, followthehumoftheearth.com. where you can click on the different locations and see the various blog posts and videos that I've made of those places. And if you'd like to follow my continuing adventures through Colombia and beyond, you can do so by clicking on the red subscribe button and clicking on the bell to be notified when new videos come out. Alright, so that's going to do it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Have a good one.